I like that intro. I really like that intro.
Oh
Yes. You came. Oh, hello there. It's me, Barry. Come on, big boy. Come on, knees to
Alright,
chest,
hello
knees to
there.
chest, knees to chest. Hustle.
Hello, welcome there. This is the cube where we talk about everything and anything. Mm-hmm. How you doing today, Barry?
Oh man. I'm happy. My Carolina Panthers are in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty stoked about that. So that's pretty
good.
cool.
That's good. I'm surprised the Saints. Oh, I'm not that surprised the Saints are not in there this time.
Nah, Saints didn't even make the playoffs, bro.
They was losing like crazy.
Yeah, they wasn't that bad. They wasn't like the Jacksonville Jaguars or Cleveland Browns bad, but they were a little bit above. Well, actually, a little bit below average, actually.
Well, it's only us two today talking about different things. People will be coming in sooner or later to join in the conversation. Call in and let us know about the different conversations we have on here and pass your opinion about different things too. How's life treating you, Barry?
How's who treating me?
How's life treating you?
Up and down, man. It's just I got my good moments and my bad moments. Sometimes I don't feel like even waking up, and I'm like, ugh. Last night I've been trying to beat Resident Evil 0 on medium difficulty and unlock the machine gun and stuff like that. And I got some new games and got my new game system and stuff like that. So that's what I've been up to lately.
All right, well, let's start the show off with the first topic. Gangs versus church.
Gangs versus the church.
Yeah, how come there's more members in
what the hell?
Well, I was thinking about this one day is, I'm thinking when I was a kid back then when I used to go to church all the time, and you see how not a lot of people are in church these days.
Yeah.
But you see less and less each time. And now that I'm an older adult now, I don't go to church no more.
You're an older kid?
And I'm thinking, I'm an older kid now, and I'm thinking, to myself, like, just pondering why do I don't go to church no more, and thinking, is there a reason why I don't go to church no more? And I realize, do people realize why they don't?
It could be anything, dude. It could be boredom. Maybe you're just tired of the preacher or whatever. Because a lot of times I go to church, man, I'm just sitting there. Most of the time I just sit there and watch other people jump and hoop and holler and stuff like that. And because my grandma's side was my grandma on my dad's side was like hardcore Roman Catholic, and on my mom's side was like Southern Baptist. So I got both ends of the crazy. No, man. Like I said, I believe in a God. I don't necessarily believe in religion all too much, but I could kind of see the reason why some people don't like going to church, man. Well, it's more of a social scene than anything. As far as gangs go, I wouldn't join a gang.
I would not join a gang too. I mean, what follows it and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's the initiation is they're probably going to jump you.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of gangs won't let you leave.
But
the only way to leave is death.
I don't go to church no more. Is just because of this?
What?
It doesn't catch my interest no more.
The
main reason people being to go to church is out of fear of that they fear that God would throw His wrath at you if you don't go there, or I mean, like the Bible says, you don't have to go to a building to have church.
Yeah, I mean,
you have it at your own.
You could have church here if you want to. Maybe this is church. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well,
but
there's a scripture in the Bible that says something about as long as my few are about as long as there's about few or my followers, you don't have to go to. I'm not.
Like I said, I'm not a very religious person.
But it's a certain scripture that tells you about
more spiritual than religious.
Tells you that.
I don't know, man. The thing that I didn't like about going to church, and I'm not gonna say any of my family members' names, was they would get all dressed up and get all spoofed up and makeup on and all that, get all dressed up just to go to church. To impress people. They say they're doing it to impress God. Well, if God's an omnipotent, all-powerful being, He don't give a crap about your clothes. He don't give a crap that I'm wearing an old, Second Amendment shirt. He don't give a crap about you. If He's this powerful being, right, that architected the universe and did all this stuff, and He's all-knowing and stuff, why would He care about something as petty as clothes?
That's true.
Why? Okay, and that's just what I think. I mean, if he wants us to go there and worship Him and stuff, he would want you to come as you are.
Nah, to me, I picture church now these days. Back then, it used to be a nice place to go to and talk to people and stuff like that. But now, I'm just picturing church like the old Greek gods. Back then,
Yeah, you're talking about like Greek mythology.
Yeah, you used to have temples for the gods to pray
Yeah.
for home.
When I do go to church, I kind of like going to a Catholic church because Catholics kind of leave you alone. You do the little thing. I mean, I'm not Catholic, but they do a little cross thing. They kneel by each thing, and then I thought it was kind of weird, but. There's some preachers that jump in your face and be like, "You're going to hell! You're going to get saved!" And blah, 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 blah.
There's many times when you think about churches and gangs, they're almost the same. I mean, churches, like different religion, hate each other.
So a gang's gonna do a drive-by and be like, "Praise Jesus!" Pa pa pa.
Here's the thing: is different. They almost have these things in common.
What?
Different churches, different religion hate each other. Different gangs.
Yeah, it's a bandana, dude. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, if you got beef with somebody, it's got to be something more significant than the color of your bandana or area of town you live in.
I see now. I'm starting to see as I get older, religion as a cult instead of a.
Technically, if you want to be technical, yeah, it is.
I'm starting to see more of religion as a cult.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll go to church and chill out with people and meet new people and stuff like that and chill out and listen to the preacher. Sometimes the preacher says something cool and something informative to help you out with your life. And other times the preacher's just like he'll sit there and tell you money's the root of all evil, and he's sitting there driving a Mercedes Benz and he's passing out the collection plates and wanting you to put in money. But I'm like, wait a minute. If money's the root of all evil, then how come you got more money than anybody and you're asking us for money? And all this stuff like that. I understand it's tied and all this stuff in the Bible, but if money's the root of all evil, why are you rich? It's either one of two things: either you're lying or you're evil.
It's amazing how people are struggling.
Or both.
It's amazing how people are struggling to get by in life, to buy a car, to buy food for their house, to buy new clothes.
Yeah.
And yet you go to a church and you see just the pastor and the bishop and the deacon all driving in perfect good cars.
The Benzes and stuff, and you got to go walk to church.
Yeah.
And they're going to judge you by what you're wearing. I mean, there's good churches out there, and if you got a good church with cool, mellowed out people, man, I'd love to go. I'd love to go to church with some cool people.
I never saw a church yet that actually give back to the community.
Progressive. Progressive actually helped me out a couple of times. Actually,
there is some churches that do give back to the community. I mean, but it's I think there's only one church down here that actually give back to the community. I never saw no other church to give back.
I mean, no. I mean, I did. My thing is this. They used to tell me that listen to heavy metal because I'm a big metalhead. I love metal, like pretty much any kind of metal. But they used to tell me that was the music of the devil, and I would think to myself, I go back to the thing the thing of being God. If God's that petty, and He's gonna send me to hell for listening to metal music, then He's not really God. Because if you have a powerful being, okay, that's the architect of the universe and architect of the existence and all this other stuff. Why would He send me to hell for listening to music? Now, if I murdered babies and raped people, then I can understand that. But once again, it doesn't add up. Well, like I believe in a God, I don't believe in the God. I don't believe that God's the big space wizard in the sky, nothing like that. I believe that God's more of a formless.
Like Scientology.
Yeah, I believe that science is the how and God is the why.
Like Scientology believe they believe that God is up there somewhere.
God's a space alien in a volcano somewhere. I don't know what they do, but they're looking for a reason not to follow this spiritual being, or it's like the world trying to debunk God. They can't. See, that's the thing about God. You either believe in Him or you don't. You can't prove the existence of God, but you can't disprove the existence of God. It's got to be something you feel in your heart and soul.
You ever watch the movie? What's the thing with the boy who thought he was a prince, but he realized that his mom was a Jew. It was an old Egypt thing.
I don't know what Bible. I don't know what part
No,
of
they
the
made a movie
Bible
out of
that's
it.
in. Oh yeah, something. I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, don't.
Right, but it's a boy who they trying to kill all the boys off, and he came back. I think it was Moses. Came back and he split
It was one of the kings in the Bible. Are you talking about the one where where his brothers threw him in a whale or something?
No, the one that he split the Red Sea.
That's Moses.
Yeah, okay. The Moses. Well, on this one is what's going on with this one? Yeah, it's like the movie. There was a movie called Exodus. They was playing a few days ago, and where if you watch it, it's like the whole. When people read the Bible about the different things, the plague and all that stuff, they read it's like it was more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
But if you watch Exodus, the movie, it seems more like a weather problem. Like on there, it seems like more of a spiritual thing. But on the movie, they made it seem like one chain reaction follows another chain reaction.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say the reason why I believe in a God, not the God, like I said before, a God, but. I mean, there's too many coincidences around for it to be a coincidence. I mean, the fact that we're in a Goldilocks zone, the fact that, we have the atmosphere and all these things that contribute to life.
Yeah.
It can't just be a coincidence.
Well, it's weird that now we're trying to debunk that he actually exists.
They can't.
Well, they're trying.
They can't prove. It's a personal choice in your life, dude.
Like
You atheists, you got agnostics, you got all this other stuff, you got all these different forms of religion.
Like the movie Prometheus is trying to prove that God was an alien.
It's what you feel. I mean, if you feel that God doesn't exist, then you know you're going to be an atheist. If you feel He does exist and you feel like this religion is saying what I believe, then that's what you believe. God is, like I said, you can't prove nor disprove that He exists.
How about this one? People is following a God that people kill so many years for.
Oh, you're talking about like war, like religious wars and stuff like that, like the Crusades and the Caliphate and all that other stuff.
The biggest people with blood on their hand is religion.
Well, not just religion. People have
not just
war.
religion, but
they've had wars in the past over one person.
Of course.
Look at Helen of Troy. One chick.
I know, but that's so. But we always go to war for a chick. Or for territory.
My God is better than your God, so we're going to invade your country. Most wars are fought over territory and resources. And they like if you got gold, for example, I'm going to invade your country and steal your gold. Or if you got land or any kind of, most of it's. I mean, yeah, religion is a big thing of war, but
if you put in the category from first, second, third. Religion
I'll say territory 1.
No.
Territory is 1. Territory is 1. I say resources 2. Religion would be 3. I would say personal differences would be 4.
Why do you think religion would be last?
No, I didn't put religion last. I put it 3rd.
Why you put that 3rd?
Because, dude, most people fight over land and resources.
Nah.
Yeah.
People will fight more for religion.
Why do you have all these empires and shit? Why do you have like the Mayan Empire and the Roman Empire? They want to spread their empire and get all the resources to rule the world.
Yeah, but first it was about religion first.
I mean,
then it moved on to
religion did have something to do with it, and then some wars are caused because of religion.
Sometimes it's both religion and territory.
Back in the day, if you didn't believe what they believed, you would get burned at the stake. You get tortured or whatever. If you were a heretic, if you considered to be a heretic, they would. Look
at the Salem witch trials.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a funny shirt I was wearing or something. Because you're a witch, and then burn me or put me on a stake or whatever.
I don't think people represent Christianity in different.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with gangs? Why people like joining gangs over?
Well, look at it this way.
So you're saying that religious people were gang members?
They're almost like gangs. I mean,
I don't see Flanders going through a town with a Mac 11 hosing down.
No, but you see
being like doodly doodly doo.
You see terrorists going around for their gods, blowing up different areas. And shooting people.
Are you talking about like Crips and Bloods gangs, or are you talking about terrorists?
I'm talking about all of them. It fits under the same category.
they got religious zealots out there that blow stuff up.
There are gang people going around destroying one other gang side with bombs and stuff too. Ain't nothing different at all about that. they both fit under the same categories of.
You're talking about domestic terrorism, like
I'm
I
talking
said,
about
gang
all.
members.
I mean, they all fit the same category. I mean, it's nice how we trying to.
Ill will. People trying to do ill will to others. Is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
it's all fit under the same category.
Yeah.
I mean, I see more now of it's more turning into a gang thing instead of a religion thing. It's not really about religion no more these days.
Like I said, I ain't seen Flanders. I'm not gonna see Flanders get an M4 assault rifle and just start hosing down.
Actually, there is a gang. Are you talking about Flanders from Simpsons?
Yeah. Eastside Bloods, doodly doodly do.
Actually, there is a gang that is under the Flanders thing.
Really?
Yeah, there is a Flanders.
I can't wait to hear this.
There is a Flanders gang.
Oh God.
But they're a nice gang.
He's a character from South Park.
Actually, there is. A
I mean, no, not South Park. I mean
they
Simpsons.
they all dressed with his outfit on,
What?
and they have his beard.
The blue hell.
They all have his
You
beard.
serious?
I'm serious. They do have a gang called the Flanders, and they do, and they dress like the beard, and they go around helping people. Yeah, they do. There is a Flanders gang.
Excuse me while I scrape my brains off the ceiling because you just blew my mind.
And they do go around and do this. Howdy doody dee.
Howdy doody do.
Yep, that's what they do.
Oh, the gosh darn doodly dilly do.
Yep, that's what they do, man. It's a real gang.
What the hell?
You'd be surprised.
When I think of gang members, I think of like a blood, like I said, with Mac 10
Well, don't
machine gun.
Don't be surprised. Not all gang members are bad. I mean, like you just learned, the Flanders gang is not really that bad at all. They just go around helping people and do nice things. Yeah. There is.
Okay. So there's good and bad out there. There's good gangs out there. That gang members.
Yeah.
A bunch of Flanders running around, look off South Park and helping people.
Yeah. Well, look at this right here. Did you know there's a Star Wars church?
Yeah, I kind of seen that one coming.
Yeah.
The Flanders gang member thing, I did not see coming.
I think in New Zealand, there's a group of people. They ask them what their religion was, and they say
the Order of the Force or some
it's a Jediism.
Jediism.
That's what they called it. Jediism.
I thought they would call it the Order of the Force or something cool like that.
You think there would be something cool like that, but it's more of a Jediism, and it's people who believe in the Force so much that they made a religion out of it.
Well, my idea of the Force is God.
You know
God's
one thing religion and gangs have in common.
What?
Apparently, any idiot can make one up and start one up. I mean, if you look up different churches, religion that you didn't know that was really existing, you will see some stupid religions that exist and is stupid as hell.
Like Garfieldism?
No, that's one called the Apple Pie Gang.
What?
Where they just sit down and eat apple pie.
Okay, that sounds cool.
That's a religion.
Cool.
That's a religion. Someone started up called the Indian style religion. You just sit Indian style, dude.
I thought you meant like they worship ancient Indian.
No.
Indian
just
gods and stuff like that.
Indian style. That's all.
Yeah.
But you'll catch different religion that you did not know even existed in the world. That anybody could just make up. That's the thing with religion. Anyone can make up a religion and get it legalized. And it's sad. As long as you have followers.
I mean, it's if it's that easy, and that's another thing about society. I mean, they make it too easy to do stuff. It's not very accomplished. It's not very, if any Joe can go online and sign a paper and pay a little bit of money to make a religion, which would be a ripoff, then.
Well, look at it this way. Any idiot could go online and be a priest.
Yeah, you. You can. This dude can marry people.
Yeah, I can.
He's straight up. You can go to him and you still got your paper.
Yeah, it's my house.
I thought you did that as a joke.
No, I did it to.
I still believe you did that as a joke.
A joke at first time, but it turned out to be real.
What the hell, bro?
All the stuff people go through, like to have one person promote them higher than the next person, a bishop, a deacon, and all that stuff like that. You can just go online and just sign up as a pastor.
No, I thought you had to be like dedicate your. See, that's what my grandma Evelli, like on my Catholic side of my family, always has said you had to dedicate yourself to the church and you had to do all this stuff.
Not really.
It's just like me going online and be like, I want to be a black belt in karate. Guess what? I'm going to go buy a black belt in karate. Guess what? I'm a black belt in karate. Even though I never went from white to all the other belts.
That's how simple it is now these days.
That's stupid and cheap.
Look at nuns. You know how people used to say nuns can't leave the building and stuff like that?
Yeah.
A few years later, guess what? You see nuns everywhere walking around.
You're supposed to be a virgin. You're supposed to dedicate your life to God. You're supposed to live at the church and all this other stuff.
You don't have to be a virgin to be a nun.
See, man, that cheapens it. It cheapens it. It's just like you want to be a Jedi Knight. You got to go to the Jedi Academy. Got to test your midichlorians.
Yeah.
And see, if you're the chosen or one or whatever. And now you can just go online and guess what? I'm a Jedi Knight.
Oh yeah.
Bro, did you defeat a Sith Lord? Did you do something to earn that title?
Well, look at it this way.
I mean, you could get titles now without actually doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's boys out there calling themselves men, and they don't require for that title.
Yeah, once you hit 18 by the law, you're a man.
Oh yeah.
Well, here in Louisiana, I think it's 17.
But yeah,
okay.
But yeah, it takes a certain age to buy alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah.
So, really, are you technically a man if you can't buy cigarettes or alcohol?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You gotta go enter the draft because when I turned 18, I got the little draft paper I had to enter.
Yeah.
My dad made me fill it out and send it. So but I get that. 18 years old, you could go to war 18 years old, but you can't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is kind of messed up.
You're a man to fight to kill somebody.
Yeah.
But you're not a man if you don't buy the legal stuff.
Being a man has nothing to do with whatever. It has everything to do with your character and your merit. If you're a trustworthy, honest, good person. It's the same thing with a woman. A real woman is honest, good, benevolent. That, in my opinion, that's what makes a man and a woman.
An imaginary world.
No.
An imaginary world.
No. Virtue is what makes the man or woman. So. Yes, virtues.
No, it's these days. When I walk outside these days, I see everyone as a child. Just sad, pathetic children.
Well, if you see everybody as that, then you have to see yourself as that too.
Of course, I see myself as a child.
I mean,
children that wants to be grown up. I mean, I'm looking at boys sagging their pants out there.
That's the thing. That's the thing. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be grown up, so nobody would tell me what to do. But I realized that being a grown up is overrated. You gotta pay bills.
I realized this too.
What?
Being grown up, you feel like no one can tell you what to do. But when you get older, you realize everyone tells you what to do. Yeah, when
you get older and you realize, oh crap, now I got to pay light bills and I'm not going to be able to play my PlayStation 2.
And you still have to listen to rules.
Yeah, there's rules wherever you go, dude.
Yeah.
There's always going to be rules, and you got to respect those rules. And the rules are for good people. I'm going to tell you that now. The laws and rules are for keep good people in line. Bad people don't care about rules. They don't care about the law.
That's why so many people are killing, shooting,
and
doing all that stuff because they don't care about the rules.
They don't care. You got to be because
so
they're
basically, the rules
sociopaths.
is keeping the good people from protecting themselves. Basically.
Yeah, the rules only affect good people.
Yeah, and they're stopping us from protecting ourselves.
Like when you bad people don't give a shit. Okay, quite frankly, they don't care about for example, let's say. If I'm going to steal your cell phone, I got to think of the consequences of it. Jiminy Cricket is going to be on my shoulder saying, Barry, maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Yeah. But a sociopath done killed Jiminy Cricket. He's going to take your cell phone anyway and F the consequences. They don't care about the consequences.
Well, let's jump to another topic right now. This one, I was thinking about too. Is this one is do people, if there was no for presidents, gods, and all the stuff that goes on the road, do people need someone to lead them? Or can a person,
someone or something, you mean?
Something or someone. Can a person lead themselves?
In a sense, yes.
No.
In a sense, yes. So let me explain. Let me explain. Okay, like the food I eat.
Okay.
The cell phone I want. What I want to do with my life.
All right.
That's my choice. Nobody can tell me that, right? Nobody can tell me what I want to do.
But it can.
Now, there's once again going back to the old subject before. there's rules, and then there's all this other stuff like that. Now, as
Yeah.
far as moral code and stuff, then yeah, people need some people
Guidance.
people need some kind of guidance somewhere from someone or something. As far as that goes,
I mean, do you really need, let's say,
and yeah,
do you really need a God that tells you the right and wrong of things in life?
for some people that's what works for them. For other people,
What about you? Do you need? Can you know what's right and wrong without worshiping a God?
see, I feel that that he keeps me in check. Sometimes people have to be kept in check. Some people. Okay. My mom taught me right from wrong. It's not for me to say that sometimes I'm wrong, because everybody's wrong sometimes.
Of course.
And when you're a kid and you're growing up, when you're a kid and you're growing up, you definitely need guidance. And you
Okay.
definitely need someone to show you, how to.
Even when you're an adult, you're wrong.
So yeah, everybody's wrong sometimes. Nobody is right 100% of the time.
Here's the thing: is people is wrong for one reason. They always will pick a selfish
But
need over the right needs.
But that's not to say that it's a matter of soul searching. When it comes to morals and merit, you have to search yourself, and you have to, like older show. I was asking them, and they'll kind of burst off and joking about it. I'm like, would you light a kitten on fire?
Yeah.
And I know they already know the answer to that. No, they wouldn't. I don't think Jacob or Matt or any of them would do that.
I think money will be the main part of why people will do sick and disturbing things.
Money?
Yeah.
No, it's just people who are sick and disturbed from the begin with. Money just brings it out in them.
Oh, so
It
of
was
course.
already there. They say money was the root of all evil. No, you were already evil to begin with.
So if I hand you,
You
a
just
bag,
have an incentive to be evil.
So if I hand you a bag of cats and put holes in the bag, and I say bury it for $100 million, will you throw this bag of cats into an ocean?
No.
Then I'm already evil. Then.
I think we're all a little bit evil.
All right. Let's say you're almost poor. You're starving.
I'm almost poor.
You're almost poor. You're starving, and you're. living on
I
the
am
streets.
almost poor.
All right, you're living on the streets. I mean, could you do that for money?
No. Because for me, like I said, I don't know what works for everybody else. For me, I have to look at myself in the mirror. I have to wake up in the morning.
I think
And then if I can't do that, if I do that, and I might as well eat a bullet and die.
I think morals is a waste of time.
Well, would you, like, let's say, would you steal from an old lady, for example? Let's say that old lady had a purse full of money. You knew she had money, and you knew you could get away with it. You knew you could totally dominate this
Do I
woman and
need that money?
take her money that away.
Do I need it?
Yeah,
Then yes, I would.
I wouldn't.
I would.
There's a lot of times where I was poor and needed the money.
Hey, that's times I was starving and I stole from stores to eat. That's
Yeah,
times
there's a lot of times I was poor and starving and
Sometimes-
needed the money. Not now, obviously.
Oh, no, no.
Not now. You can see that.
Of course not. But that's
I
times.
know. I know a lot of poor people. I knew a lot of poor
course.
people that were poor and needed the money and they didn't steal. That's
I
an
mean-
excuse. That's a cop out.
I don't think it's a cop out.
That's a cop out.
I think people put their morals too far ahead so to keep themselves.
I mean,
If you really
we,
want
we,
something
we,
in
we
life-
struggled. Me and my mom struggled, man. I mean, but I never had to steal. I never had to.
I say if you really want something in life, take it. I mean, they make rules to keep people.
Kind
poor.
of like somebody wanted my PlayStation 4 and they broke in the house and took it. Yeah, you think that PlayStation 4 is gonna feed them? Kind of like.
It would've been bullets.
No, it's a cop out, man. I don't care if you're rich or poor or whatever, and that's and it leads to the subject of equality. You got to judge everybody equally.
Okay. well,
You can't because a lot of people preach about equality,
All right.
but they give other people passes. So like, oh well, you're poor, so you can do this. No,
All right,
that's
let's
not
say-
equality.
let's say this,
It's
let's
not
say-
holding everyone to the
Let's
same
say
standard.
two people. Let's say two people. One person, one group of people are homeless, starving, and
They got
you know-
programs
hold
to
on.
help them.
Yeah, but not all programs are helping people. Why do you think there's still homeless people on the street? Because so many programs can help a limited certain people.
Yeah,
And let's say this
because
again.
they got limited supplies.
Yeah, but let's say this again. Let's say there's a homeless group that needs starving, they need a place to stay and stuff like that. Let's take another group that don't need nothing, they just want like stealing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they're both in court. Who do you send to jail?
Both of them.
Why?
Because they broke the law.
Yes.
You got to hold everyone to the same standard. Same.
I think
the
the rules-
same. You have to hold everyone to the same
I think the
standards.
rules could be bended for certain people.
No, because then you can't say anything about equality. You can't say
But the thing
anything
is, equality is a
about
joke.
well today's modern day society. The way they describe equality, yeah, it is.
It's a joke right now.
But me, as far as I think I go. I judge everybody. Okay, Martin Luther King said this. You know, you judge people by the content of the character, not the color of the skin, but the content of the character. I apply that to everybody. I apply that to rich and poor. I apply that to gay, straight. I apply that to every single person by the content of your character. If your character sucks, if you're poor and your character sucks, guess what? You know, you're just a bad person, no matter what.
What's weird? I'm saying this because I want to, not because I'm black, but I'm saying this now that back then the blacks and whites was still talking to each other.
Yeah, I mean,
Back then.
that was before,
Only
segregation.
Only difference between back then and this and now
I mean-
is we were not allowed in certain places, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But they still shooting black people on the streets. I mean, we're shooting our own kind on the streets.
Yeah, and it's messed up, and it's
So basically, it was weird. Is all this stuff they fought for back then is slowly withering away.
yeah, it's we're progressing slowly, man. It's
think-
gonna
I
take
think-
a while. Racism will never truly die, man.
I know.
It's
I believe through history we're now downgrading
downgrading from what?
from people.
Man,
with
there was a time in America where we would both get killed for just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
now these days,
but it's
people just,
America. The way I see America is it's a work in progress. It's not a complete product yet.
I believe
it's
this.
still a work in progress.
I
We're
believe-
getting better.
I don't think so. I believe there's places that can be fixed and places that cannot be fixed,
Like what?
and we cannot be fixed.
Who? Black people?
No, the world.
Well, the world's a big place, dude, and a
world-
lot of people in the world.
I know.
Over 7 billion people in the
Dude,
world.
I can tell you right now, if you take all the money from all the billionaires all around the world
Yeah,
to fix the world can't be fixed.
but you have to ask the question: why? How did they become billionaires? Why
Uh,
are we poor and they're billionaires? Is
Yeah, but the thing is,
it because now some of them now listen, but some of them or were born into it and all
Some
this other
people
stuff.
born into
But
it
some people
are given.
were just like us.
Yeah.
Were just like us. They just worked their ass off. Either they had a good idea, or they
But
did something
here's
to get up there.
Listen, there's only three reasons
And
why
you
people,
don't make life better by dragging people down.
I think you do.
No,
I think you do.
no.
I mean, all right, look at
You
it this
can.
way.
If the government was to take all the money and
Yeah.
it divide it equally to everybody, everybody will have $100 million, right?
Yes.
But within like 7 years, they said within 7 years, the poor will be poor again and the rich will be richer.
People who, not everybody.
Because there's a reason. Some rich people, I get that, they got the spoiled brat kid that that was just born into it,
Yeah.
right? But they have some people that became millionaires and billionaires because of their own hard work and their own dedication and their own education and all this stuff. They did
Of
all these
course.
things to become that.
But there's some that are being
And you
born
want to
into-
drag, you want to punish them for being successful? That's just like punishing let's say the Carolina Panthers win the Super Bowl. That's just like punishing the Carolina Panthers winning the Super Bowl. It's just like punishing. This is just like saying, oh, well, the Boston Celtics won 18 championships over. They got to share one of their NBA championships with the Minnesota Timberwolves because the Minnesota Timberwolves were not as good.
Oh, if that's the case, then we shouldn't be.
No,
we shouldn't
the
be
Minnesota
talking
Timberwolves got to draft well. They have to manage themselves well. They have to get into the playoffs. They have to
Okay.
play hard.
But if that's the case,
yeah.
then we should not be talking about as if
There's a reason why we're the
people are-
Minnesota Timberwolves and people like Donald Trump are the Boston Celtics.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But Donald Trump been giving his money, not.
I mean,
not
nah. I mean, Donald Trump was, like I said, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna vote for him, but there's a reason he's a billionaire.
Yeah, that's the reason
Now,
why.
now, cheating, whether he cheated or not, I don't know.
Hey, I mean, me.
And they do have some people that
I
cheat.
will vote for Donald Trump. I mean, why everyone is screaming?
I don't know,
Hold on,
man.
hold on.
I'm right wing,
Hold on.
and I don't know.
Why everyone is screaming about? No one ain't talking about.
I'm leaning either towards Ben Carson or Rand Paul.
But here's this one. No one ain't talking about fixing anything. They're just blaming one person for the next thing, for the next thing, and the next thing.
There is one thing I do like about Donald Trump, though. He speaks his mind. He speaks boldly without fear. He's fearless.
He's telling people what's really going on in the world.
Because and there's a reason he can do that, because he's backing his own campaign with his own money. The other candidates gotta have their own. They gotta get money from like billionaires and stuff like that to. So they gotta dance they gotta do their little dance and
saying
pander to people. Dance, puppet, dance. Yeah. So Donald Trump is whatever he wants. Donald Trump was one of the ones who used to send them the money. Wow. A lot of the candidates you see on stage were funded by Donald Trump. Some of them.
Wow. I'm gonna look at the president.
Hillary Clinton was like backed by Donald Trump at one time.
Oh, look at the president. He has no power at all. I mean, come on. The people above him.
It's the Senate. It's the Senate. See, it's a democracy. It's the Senate, and then you got all these laws, and you have the president's one man or woman. It might be a woman, but after this lecture site. But no, man, that's why it's not a monarchy anymore, because the king had absolute power. Yeah, and nobody should have absolute.
So now
power.
Our king has no power.
Should have absolute power. We don't have kings, dude.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying our president has no power.
I mean, there was some evil. I mean, you think, the president of the United States was bad? You ought to see some of the leaders back in the day. Some of them, like Caligula, would have your whole family killed, all because you insulted him.
No, but here's the thing: there's a difference between a dictator now these days versus our president.
A dictator, a president, like I said, has guidelines to go by.
Oh, of course.
A dictator doesn't care about those. He doesn't care. He's gonna use you as a stepping stone to get what he wants.
Now here's the thing, and there's something in common with them.
What?
They both lie. They both make They both make you feel like all your.
That's true. That is true. The politicians are some lying weasels.
Oh, of course.
That's definitely true. Maybe you should be a politician. You lie a lot.
And guess what? It's not getting me nowhere in life.
Yeah, well.
It's not getting me nowhere at all.
Well.
Oh,
we got a caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello?
Missed it.
Wow.
Call again, caller, and we missed it.
Yeah, we missed the call. Sorry about that.
But, I mean, the difference between a dictator and a president nowadays is almost nothing. Only thing that's different is one is killing people in front of people, and the other one is doing it behind people's back.
I don't know. Did Barack Obama ever kill anybody?
Do we know?
We don't know, but you got to ask the question. Did George Bush, no, I'm not talking about send people to fight wars. Did he actually kill someone?
You don't know. I mean,
and why? If he did, why? Okay, because you could justify killing somebody. If somebody if somebody broke into the White House and was trying to stop Barack Obama shoots him in the house, it's justified.
There was a big rumor back then that Hillary Clinton killed somebody.
It's a rumor.
Yeah,
and that's the thing about conspiracy theories, man. The conspiracy theories I take with a grain of salt, but I still keep an open mind about them because they might actually be true.
Of course,
some of them. I don't believe in reptile men on the moon, which is silly, but no, man. I mean, if she did, she should go to jail.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it goes back to equal thing.
Yeah.
Not us versus the higher rich people. We're not equal. I mean, they can afford to.
See, when I speak of equality, I'm talking about holding everybody the same standards according to the character.
Yeah, but we live in a world that we don't hold each other.
Rich people can go where they want and do what they want. If they want to go to, let's say they want to take a vacation to Switzerland, they could get up and go and take a vacation for how long they want.
But let's say if
you have to ask the question sometimes: why are some rich people rich? And then the answer is, some of them cheat to get there. Some of them are crooks. But there's also honest rich people that actually busted their ass and had a great idea and actually worked their way to the top.
Let's say this way, too, is if they run over somebody, they still get a lighter sentence than anyone else.
They have the money to pay the court fees in the Cochran.
Yeah.
They got the money to get out.
So everyone's not equal.
That's why you need to be on the straight and narrow and not go to jail.
Of course. But people,
because you literally can't afford it.
And it was weird. The judge put these outrageous prices on bail bonds. It's so ridiculous that who could pay it?
Maybe they should get rid of. Maybe they should get rid of that. Maybe they should get rid of bail
bonds.
Let's say no. Maybe like bail period. Maybe they should. Maybe you should do your sentence. You can't pay to get out. Let's say for example I have a hit and run.
Yeah.
Let's say I win the Powerball. And I ran some kid over with my Lamborghini, a hit and run, right? Mm-hmm. And the judge gives me 10 years in jail. Guess what? I got to serve that 10 years. No ifs, ands, or buts. No crying, no nothing. No nothing. You can't bail yourself out. You can't do this. You just go to jail.
Wow.
And you don't go to rich people jail. There's not some special jail you go to. You go to jail.
Like Martha Stewart had when she went to jail.
You go to jail. Like Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
maybe they should get rid of the bail system.
Oh, take
like all together, because that's how rich people are getting out of it, because they got the money to pay bail.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how did the bail bond actually exist? Came to?
I think it's so the cops can make more money. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but my guess would be, cops need money for supplies like bulletproof vests and guns and technology, and
they built a bail bond to actually get money from that way.
I think so. I mean.
Wow.
If you take a cap and throw it on the ground, it's a $500 fine. So if I take my little OCD cap, because I got OCD problems, and throw it on the ground outside and the cop catches me, he'll charge me $500. Like, this little cap's worth that much. I can just pick it up. Oh, wait. Can you pick up that $500?
No.
Oh, man.
Cops
need money. And another thing is, my grandma always told me this. If a cop, if the police office calls you and tells you to donate money, they can't do that. Actually, it's against the law to do that. The cops can't ask for donations.
Well, they've been doing
that's what I hear.
They've been doing my phone for a long time.
Cops ask you and be like, "We need donations to."
Saying, "Well, we need donations to do all this and this," and yeah, you look at a cop car and you wonder where the hell the money's going to.
Yes, that's from criminals breaking the law.
Oh man, it's like a lot of things. I sit down and wonder about.
Rich criminals breaking the law, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, you think to be driving fancy cars and stuff like that.
If I'm $75,000. Okay, that's how much my mom's bond was when she got busted. Okay, $75,000 bond. $75,000 is a lot
of money.
A lot of money to us.
Yes.
But to someone who's got like 30, 40, 50 million dollars, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing to somebody who's a multi-millionaire.
This shit.
And that's why they get out. That's why rich people get out of jail, because they can afford to pay bail. And that's just a sad fact of life. You got to accept.
Of course.
And the only way you can do that is to get rid of the bail system.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to serve your time. Now, the way I do it, you got to serve your time. When the judge puts the hammer down, and if it could be Bill Gates or it could be some hobo down the street, when he says 10 years, pop.
It's 10 years.
Donald Trump could be like, "Oh, well, how much is the bill up here? $100,000 bill?" None of that. You go to jail for 10 years.
I even thought the court system was sometimes useless.
Yeah, and no, I mean, yeah, I'll admit the court systems are corrupt, dude.
Oh, I mean,
my mom got
Let's take the bombing thing that happened in Boston one time. They saw the person who did it. They did all that stuff. They had all the evidence to prove that he did it.
Yeah,
and they still had a fucking court date over it. Why are you even going to take the fool to court?
Nah, it's that whole organization.
You see him on the TV
let me think about this.
And you still having a court?
I think, Ted Bundy was a serial killer in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
He got caught in the 70s. He went to jail. He didn't get executed to, 1988 or 89?
Yeah.
He was in jail for almost, 15, 20 years?
That's stupid.
Something like that. Why okay, and you have all these things and stuff like that. But why does the process take so long for them? If you convict the guilty, they should execute you tomorrow.
Yes, it's this right here. Like this guy who they saw rape someone, but yet they had a court date for it. Plus, you don't need a court date for this kind of stuff. Yeah. You don't.
No, I mean, like I said, John Wayne Gacy too. John Wayne Gacy.
A lawyer for this fool.
I don't remember.
They had one guy where he accidentally tripped and fell into a woman's vagina.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that one.
And they got him not guilty for it.
Wow. It was a rich person too.
What? So you could actually have sex with somebody? Is what you're saying?
Apparently, if you call that accidentally.
Right. Like.
Accidentally tripped and his penis went inside of her.
Wow! How can you do that?
It was like a 12-year-old girl.
I might have to, if I ever get a girlfriend, I might have to act that out with her. I'm like, how are we going to accidentally do this? It could be some good role playing stuff.
But it's weird that they still have court for these people like John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
All these serial killers that actually they know they did it. They found bodies at their house, and they find bodies.
They don't even know how many people. They don't even know how many people Ted Bundy really killed. They saying it's as high as 40.
And they know he did it.
Yes.
The weird thing is they know he did. But they give like who's that guy that had that cult of people? And they
You talking about Jim Jones?
yeah.
Jim Jones was a cold-blooded sociopath who basically tricked a bunch of hippies to go live in the woods of Brazil because they wanted to get away from society and all the evils of evil capitalistic system. And Jim Jones took them all the way to like South America and it told them all to drink the Kool-Aid, and they died.
He took
A lot of them died.
He took all the idiots back there.
It was the world's biggest suicide.
He took
Over 900
He took
people
all the
committed
idiots
suicide.
back there and have them do it.
Yeah, life is so bad here,
yet-
man. We're gonna go to Brazil and join a cult.
But yet, it was weird is they still had a court date for this.
No, Jim Jones is dead. He killed himself.
I know, but someone after it happened.
And they had people trying to. I actually seen a documentary about Jim Jones. They had people trying to leave.
Yeah.
Jim Jones would get his henchmen to shoot at them with guns the way they couldn't leave. Some of them were like you said, the sheeple, like
Yeah.
the ones, and that's the danger of thinking collectively, because the people thinking like, oh, Jim Jones is our leader. We want him to lead us. Well, who's your leader? Well, your leader just happened to be a cold-blooded killer, cult leader who wanted everybody to kill themselves.
That's the thing. People want someone to lead them. They don't care who it is.
But a person who could think for themselves, like, wait a minute, something's not right here. I'm having a red light moment. I pumped the brakes. You know, something's up with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the same thing with church. Like some preachers I'll sit there and listen to, and I'm like, all right, something's wrong with this dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he sets off some red lights, and when you see a red light at a stop sign, you pump the brakes.
Nah.
Wait a minute.
And
then he intimidated those people, and some people were force fed the Kool-Aid to get them to kill themselves.
you know, I hate to say it, but they deserve that. Come on.
They don't deserve it, but they should have seen it coming.
They should have seen it coming. I mean, dude.
I'm not gonna sit there and say they deserved it.
Disturbing things.
It's kind of messed up.
Life is messed up.
Yeah, life is messed up.
But guess what? Sometimes people, I see it this way. You cannot crack a few eggs without getting to the top.
Okay, Stalin.
Wow.
Okay, Joseph Stalin.
Wow.
You
don't believe that term?
No, I don't. I mean, and to make your utopia, like let's say if you want to make America better, and you have to kill people to do it.
Let's take.
It depends on the person. And number one, it depends on the person. It depends on why you're killing them.
Hey, people.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's take the
wanna
movie
say hi.
Watchmen.
Hey, hello. You could have said hello over there if you wanted to.
Let's
I
take.
want it to be on
All right,
camera.
hold on. Let's take the movie Watchmen. Everyone's seen that, right?
No.
Yeah, that movie was
You
awesome.
never seen Watchmen yet?
Bits and pieces of it, yeah.
Wow. Then okay. Well, the whole spoiler alert. So if y'all want to hear,
Giant blue penis.
the spoiler on this one is this one. Where they
should know by
they
now.
made a fake reason why to make happiness all around the world. So to keep peace going on, they eliminated all the people that knew how it was made. I mean, sometimes you have to destroy the foundation.
You have to destroy anybody who's a threat.
No, not
But the
a
thing
threat.
is,
Not just
some
a threat.
people will legit. I mean, you got a debate about this the other day. There's justified and unjustified justice.
Yeah.
You know, for example, the Taliban.
All right.
Yeah, we got to kill them to get them out of the way. But, or you know, they could come over here and kill us because we're
sometimes-
speaking out against the system.
Sometimes it's good to. Sometimes you have to kill innocent people.
No. You see, that's messed up. Now, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be collateral damage in any kind of,
Of
battle.
course, it will be.
But a lot of that collateral damage comes from human shields. Some of the people use women and children as human shields, or they use,
But here's the
you know,
thing.
or they just get caught in the crossfire and get killed.
You have to destroy a terrible foundation to build something good out of it.
If it's terrible,
Yeah.
So that means bulldoze the village and start over?
Yes.
Get rid of all the managers and get rid of
Everything. Start from
you
scratch.
saying that on TV,
Start from
Josh?
scratch.
You can say that on the TV. You gonna dog?
I'm saying it. So
Really,
too.
really do dog?
Can I say
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
Well. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it like this. Please don't evict me.
We need better security.
It's just It's just certain things.
No, don't get me wrong. I do have a lot of gripes with the village, but I'm not. It's just that's my personal business, and I'm not gonna air it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna air it on TV, man. But yeah, they do have a lot of problems at that
We have
place.
6 minutes left on the show.
I mean, it's our opinion. We can't say nothing for that.
We have 6 minutes left on the show. I knew everyone would not show up on
I'm going
time.
bald.
Hey, we woke up at 4. So
We had a good
That's
show
you.
together, dude. Just me and you.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we should change it from the Q to the Barry and Kenneth show.
nice.
Give me a 5. Black Card Pool.
Well, here's the thing too. In this
It
conversation,
came back.
well, in this conversation with the last thing right here, just like adoption, when they go around checking people's houses to see if a child is should live there or should take their place over there, should they check other people besides not just people who want to adopt, but people who want to have kids? Should they check if their environment is livable?
I don't know. You got an opinion about that, Josh, or you can just stand there.
I'm talking about people who have
Say something.
with hospitals
Oh.
and have children, not just
You got
adoption.
anything to say about people
But
getting
other
background
things
checks
like-
for adoptions?
If you miss
They
it,
should.
Like a woman.
Yeah, I
let's say-
agree.
Hold on. Like there's a woman who had a child and she grew this depression, and suddenly she started hurting the child.
No.
All because-
You'll be adult.
That's what
No, she don't.
well, not just adoption. You shouldn't be having kids at all.
Yes, don't.
I
You
mean,
see a lot of people
you see people.
hurting their kids, putting them in
Oh, yeah.
What about
I mean,
people
you
that have
see-
mental disabilities?
Yes,
They
I'm
have
about, to get,
kids.
I'm about to get that to do. Like people with certain mental disabilities should not have kids.
Like Down syndrome people.
Like we have a friend who had
No,
Yeah.
it all depends if they're mentally capable of taking care of a child because you gotta be,
hold on.
you gotta
You
be.
don't have Down syndrome. it's a
hold
mental
on.
problem.
Can you trust a Down syndrome child, Down syndrome woman, to have a child and keep the child?
Here's the
safe?
thing about being
No,
a
because the
mom.
mom would
L-
take
listen,
care of it.
I mean, I'm a dude and stuff like that, but here's the thing about being a mother or father.
Yeah.
It's the most important job in the world.
Of course, but was
You're dealing with a human life.
Let's say you had a
okay?
daughter.
It could be a full-grown person, or it could be an infant. You're dealing with a human
All right,
life.
hold on. Let's say you had a daughter. who
It's
had
a lot of
Down-
responsibility.
hold on. Let's say you had a daughter who has Down syndrome, and she came to you and said, "Dad, I wanna have a child too." Could you honestly look at your daughter and say, "Yes, you can have a
no.
child"?
See, I'm on the fence about that because what if my daughter's a good, responsible person, but also what if my daughter's mentally incompetent to where she can't even take care of herself?
Well, can you?
You have to ask that question.
But can you trust your daughter?
It's a gray area question.
It's not really
dude.
a gray area. I mean,
I can't say yes or no to that.
I can. I can look my daughter straight in the eye and say, "No, you have a child's mind and a child."
But who are you? I mean,
Who are you
but
to
let's say
father.
let's say she's competent. Let's say she's competent. Let's say she could drive a car. She could hold a good job. She's not a drug addict,
Here's the thing.
or
Here's the
nothing
thing.
like
She's not a
that.
good
Here's the
job.
thing. Here's the thing with a difference between a car and raising a kid. A car.
No, I'm saying well, I meant that. I said it.
I know, but I'm saying this. Here's the difference between a car and raising a kid, and why I will still say no to it. A car you can fix and do things again. You can start back from scratch.
Yeah.
A child you're murdering, and you cannot restart that from scratch.
If you have a severe, I'm talking about like severe mental illness, then no, you shouldn't.
Here, I believe this.
You shouldn't have a kid.
I believe this. People with
Like major
hold on.
schizophrenia.
People with major schizophrenia, people with depression issues, people with Down syndrome.
Like
people,
major, you got to be.
Hold on. People with Down
I'm
syndrome.
not talking about somebody like me
People-
that just has a blue
hold
day
on.
every now and then.
I'm not finished. People with Down syndrome, people with major depression issues, people with any other mental disabilities,
Bipolar, yeah.
bipolar should never have kids.
I mean, look at the show like Born This Way. I mean, they have
Yeah.
retarded people having kids.
And I would never trust my kids. I would never.
Special moron.
I would never trust my
Don't say
kid to have
retarded.
kids. No, I would
Well,
not.
you're special, Josh.
Thank you.
But no, but for real, I would never trust my kid to have a kid. No.
Nah, man, my kid has to prove. Well, and once a kid, that's the thing, man. Once a kid becomes an adult, you ain't got no more say so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Just
You ain't got no more
because
say
they're-
so.
just because
They
their
can
body- hold
screw
on.
and do whatever they
because
want.
their body is an adult, don't mean their mind is an adult.
They still have needs and wants.
So
You
like
have a
this-
point, yes, Kenneth, but
Yeah.
still,
So like
if
I
they're
said-
an adult,
yes, their body is an adult. Just because your body is an adult, don't mean your mind is an adult.
now they do have some people that are so bad off that they can't take care of themselves.
Well,
You have a point there.
yeah. So like I said again, Some people just need to be told what to do.
And you a lot of them, some of them, you can't tell that they're have mental problems.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they're so mentally incoherent that you can't, you know.
It's just some people need to be
Now,
told.
now, if you say, "Hey, Timmy, do you like that girl?" He says something like that.
Wow.
Then no, I don't think he should have a kid.
Yeah, that too. But I believe that certain disabilities, mental disabilities, should not have.
And there's different
children.
severities. There's different severities of mental
All right, let's take
disabilities.
depression.
And
Let's do that one right quick. We have
now,
1 minute
now,
left on the show. We have 1 minute left on the show. I want to say thank you all for coming on the show, appearing.
I hope I wasn't too bad.
I'm sorry for the callers. We missed. We didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't watching.
Yeah.
Was, not looking at the phone.
Yeah, he's
You
the
gotta
phone guy. That's
fire
on you,
that.
bro.
Oh
Huh?
well.
It's on you, bro.
Close the show. All right, quick, and I'll close out.
Yeah, well, thank you for watching, tuning in, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Appreciate your opinions and stuff like that, and then stuff like that, and then more stuff like that, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Watch the Q, where we talk about anything and everything. And wait, it's over here. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm here too.
Yeah.